And start to find mountain pose. Okay, we want those feet hip width distance apart. Yeah, if you still need to move for a moment, please do. We want the feet hip width distance apart as we move into mountain pose, nice and connected to the earth. Toes lift, toes spread out. They come back in contact with the mat. And then hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. Watch what happens to your heart as you turn your palms forward. Could you just feel that opening there as you do this? Woo. And breathe. So we're settling the breath first. And now let the breath deepen. Take a nice exhale, and as you inhale, let the breath just move all through your body to the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers, the crown of your head. Make everything big as you inhale. And when you exhale, soften, but don't collapse, right? We soften. Inhale, very big, open up those energy centers. And exhale, soften. Nice and smooth one last time. Inhale. And exhale. All right, so especially at the new moon, we think about setting intentions. So let's just bring hands to heart. Turn your gaze towards your fingertips. And consider something that you want to bring in or enhance, or something that you might want to dedicate tonight's practice to, or someone. And on your next inhale, draw your fingertips up toward the sky. Inhale. And exhale, draw your arms down. All right, let's get a little movement going again so we can move into our spinal series. We're going to work the shoulders a lot tonight in our cats and cows. So we'll have the elbows out in line with the shoulders, feet slightly wider than hip width distance. Round forward into the cat. Draw your forearms toward each other, and then open up and back, elbows back and forward and back and round and open. This is cat. This is cow. And one more time, cat. Open to cow. Come back to cat. Press your palms to touch. Inhale, straighten the legs. Draw the arms up. And exhale, draw your feet together. Come into mountain pose. Now see how your balance feels when your feet are touching. This is a very narrow base of support. Now take your feet hip width distance apart and see how your balance feels. Now take your feet mat width distance apart and see how your balance feels. All right, and step together. As we were doing that, I was just thinking, when I was doing stand-up paddle boarding, like I had to keep my feet wide to keep my balance, right? You wouldn't do stand-up paddle boarding like this. So could you feel a different sense of balance as your legs got a little wider? So just keep that in mind, however that felt to you. Let's shake things out. And we're now going to continue with our spinal series. So we're going to take the feet wider than mat width distance with the toes turned out to work the side body. Okay, we know we want the knees bending over the toes, the hips straight up and down, not back. And we're going to take the right arm up, bend the knees, bring the elbow down, reach up. Your left hand can just stay down by your side. Bend and reach up. bend and reach up. Last time like this, and reach up. Now bring your right arm down, left arm reaches up, bend and reach up. Bend and reach up. Be very mindful of where your knees are going now. We want them over the toes. Reach up, bend and reach up and release. Now we're going to take the body tilting to the side for even more opening. Remember, opening is taking the ribs away from the hip, not lifting the foot. All right, left hand is down, right arm is up. We bend and reach over to the left, bend to the left, bend to the left, bend. We're going to hold to the left here. Take that left arm up and come tall and right arm down. Bend, left elbow, reach right, left elbow, reach right, down, right. Last time, stay to the right, float the right arm up, float the other arm up, and we're going to let the knees come out to the side and just come into a nice forward fold. Take this to a ragdoll, just move around. So when you're ragdolling, you might choose to have your head higher than your heart, but if your head is low, let the crown of your head face the earth. Don't try and be down here looking up. That puts unnecessary work on the neck. Let the crown of your head face down to the earth, and you'll get a nice spinal stretch. All right, now we're going to start to straighten the legs and let the forearms melt a little closer to the earth. We start to feel the back of the legs here. All right, start to roll up. Inhale. Slowly bring it up, arms up. Exhale, hands down, and step your feet closer together. Shake it out. All right, so we're going to work on our twisting now. Feet same way they just were, a little wider probably than mat width distance. Taking the left arm across, right arm behind, right arm across, left arm behind. Let the legs move naturally here. Tapping, tapping, tapping. And we know there's energy centers at the back of the body, which are sometimes referred to as the doors of life. So we're knocking on the doors of life here. And then we let the arms start to come up and we tap right under the collarbone. Another important energy center, helps build immunity. Tap right under that collarbone. And then let the arms start reaching up because we always want to be able to twist and reach up. And then come back to your under the collarbone tapping. The body twist side to side. Let the hands start to wrap around the body. Think about the back, right, while you're doing that. Now the next time your left arm is in front and your right arm is behind, pause here. Turn your right toes to the right and fold over your right leg. Remember what about that head, right? There's no reason to hold it up. We want it down. Unless you're lifted like this, then just keep it straight line with the spine. Now twist around. Right hand is in front, left arm is behind. Over to the left. Ooh, take a breath. Come back around center. Inhale the arms overhead. Let's try this. Press the palms together. And as you bring your hands to your heart, step those feet closer. Maybe they touch. Maybe they got this close. Wherever that is for you. Take a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. Good. And shake it out. All right. So we're going to do a challenging core. Right? Why not? So let's go ahead and Get ready. We're going to come forward to the top of the mat, feet hip width distance apart. Find that alignment again. Find the feet grounded, the toes grounded. Everything is lined up. See how your breath feels. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. So we're folding from the hip creases. You might choose to soften at the knees and hips. You might choose to keep everything straight. Now bend your knees, bring your hands to your thighs, and shine your heart forward for a half lift. Bring the fingertips down and step back to downward facing dog. Once you're in dog, just go ahead and start pedaling the feet. They're probably really enjoying this, especially if you spent a lot of time today wearing shoes. Take one heel down and hold. Take the other heel down and hold. Take both heels down and hold. And then let's come to seated. All right, we're going to find seated mountain pose with the hips even on the mat, the heels even on the mat, and the spine is long. So we're going to do a little thigh building movement here, hands down by your side. Let's just start with the arms. Inhale, we're going to be taking the arms up, palms touch. Now, as you bring your hands to your heart, reach the crown of the head toward the sky. And release. Now we're going to combine that with a heel lift. Okay, we've done this before, so probably most of you know it. Inhale, float the arms up, long spine, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart, float your right heel up. Release. Good to go? Everybody got that? Arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, spine lengthens, left heel lifts. And release. We're going to do that one more time on each side. So if you're in a chair, just lengthen your legs and lift them. Okay, try not to do it with a bent knee. Try and do it with long legs because it'll be more strengthening. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, spine lengthens, right heel lifts. Release. Inhale, up. Exhale, lengthen and lift. Release and shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. All right. So I thought it would be fun if we do rock, 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 and up for our core work tonight. Yeah, I saw one thumb up. Thank you, Jan. All right. So here we go. We're going to hold on to the thighs and rock back. We all know this. Okay. All righty. So in the chair, you're going to do something more like a dead bug. Make sure that you keep the core very engaged. Okay, we'll do this without crossing the ankles. Holding onto the back of your legs, we go rock, rock, rock. Now rock up without your feet hitting the mat. Let go. Ooh, there's your core. Bring it back. We're adding on. Rock, rock, rock. Bring it up. Feet are up. Arms are long. Add your bicycle. Forward bicycles. Yes. And bring it back. Rock, rock, rock. Bring it up. Arms extend and backward bicycles. And bring it down. Rock, rock, rock. Take it up and bicycle forward. Pause, bicycle backwards. Whoop. And bring it down. Woo. All right, raise one leg if you're starting to feel that. Okay, raise your other leg if you're happy we did that because you missed class last night where we were going to do that. I know you're up there. All right, here we go. Bring your feet down. Open and close those knees. Just rock it out for a moment. We're going to do one more set of that with forward and backward bicycles, and then we're going to take it to the obliques. So here we go. Hold on, rock, rock, rock. Take it up and bicycle forward, bicycle backwards. And bring it down. Here we go. Obliques. Rock, rock, rock. Take it up. Now release your hands. Press both palms together. Bring both palms to the right. Knees left. Come through center. Knees right. Palms left. Come through center and down. Rock, rock, rock. Rock up. Touch your palms. Palms right, palms left, knees right. Palms right, knees left. Center and down. We'll add the bicycle this time. Rock, rock, rock up. Palms touch. Palms right, knees left. Bicycle. Come through center. Bicycle over to the other side. Come through center and down. Last one. Rock, rock, rock up. Palms touch. Hands left, knees right. Bicycle. Bicycle through center. Bicycle to the other side. Back to center and take it down. Woof. Feet down. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. And gently butterfly your knees. Let's take a nice long stretch here. Stretch the legs long. Stretch the arms long. Point the toes. So we just had the legs in this position. So that shortens this muscle. Now we're going to extend the legs, point the toes, lengthening that muscle. Bring your hands down by your side and your feet to the mat. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's get to those hips. We'll do a little bit of moving pigeon, okay? And later on, we're going to be doing standing pigeon balance. We haven't done that in a long time. Let's take that right ankle across the left thigh. Flex your right foot. Draw the legs in towards you. And we're going to hold on to the shin, your right shin. Take your legs forward and back. So sometimes we do this without holding on. We get more range of motion, but it's also more work for the core. So we're holding on. If you would prefer not to, that's fine too. Forward and back. Now take your legs side to side. Just depends on what your body is wanting right now, what feels best to you. But we keep this pigeon moving, so we open those hips. Now take the hips in a nice circle. Notice your spine, getting a nice massage here. So seated, you would be keeping your legs like this and moving your body around your legs, right? Take it back to center. We're going to extend the left leg and point and flex those toes. Circle one direction and the other. And now cross tightly at the thighs, okay? And hold on somewhere. So you might have found your ankles. You might be holding your shins or your thighs. We're going to let the legs rock around in a circle, all in service other way of releasing the hips, especially right now, the right hip. Now release those legs, unwind 2 feet to the mat, gently open and close those knees, little butterflies, and we're ready to go on the left ankle across. Okay, bring it in. So if you're holding on to your shin, go ahead and hold on. I'll talk you through not holding on if that's an option you want right now. Bring your hands down, and we're taking, without holding on, we're taking the right leg down and up. Forward and back, I guess you would call this. And then take your arms out to the side to give yourself a little more stability as you rock your legs side to side. Remember, you can be holding on to your shin. That's a lovely way to do this. And then if you want, holding on or not, circle around. If you tried it one way and then the other way, you'll know what the difference is for you. All right, and then circle the other way. Come back to center. Now, if you're not holding your shin, go ahead and hold it. Take your right leg up. Point and flex. We just want our focus to be on that ankle. Circle one direction and the other. We'll cross tightly at the thighs and hold on somewhere. Okay, that could be the outside of the thighs. It could be your ankles. Think about your left hip releasing, opening up. Go the other way. And then come back to center, release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Gently butterfly those knees. Inhale and exhale. We're going to be coming to hands and knees. You want your knees to be able to be comfortable now, okay? So you can do this with your hands on a chair instead of hands and knees. But what we're going to be doing is from tabletop here, we're going to walk the hands a few steps forward and come into what basically is a knee down plank. Inhale and exhale. Now hold tightly in your plank and start to raise that right arm. Oh, that's harder than it sounds. Bring it down. Hold tightly in your plank. Start to raise the left arm and bring it down. Anybody want to try for 2 arms? Not really? All right, let's press those hips back. Now, as you come forward, take your right leg back. Bring the knee down, hips down. Come forward, take the left leg back. We're bending the elbows. Knee down, hips down. Let's do that one more time. Forward, lift the right leg. Down, forward, lift the left leg. Down, and child's pose. So in child's pose, remember, your head is supported, so you're engaging the seat of your intuition, that spot right in between your eyebrows, right? So you can come back to your intention. Think about it. And then find your way to downward facing dog. So down dog, we're just going to extend, expand, get length, press those heels toward the mat. And then take any journey that brings your feet to your hands. It could be steps, it could be hops, it could be anything. Bring your hands to your thighs with soft knees and hips. Shine your heart forward for half lift. Now let your hands travel down your legs as you straighten your legs for forward fold. You go as deep as you want. Find your forward fold. Come back to your half lift. And come back into forward fold. Now come back into your half lift, take a few breaths here, and this time instead of folding, we're going to press into the legs to come up. Bring the arms up, inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Good, and shake things out. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to make sure everything is nice and juicy before we attempt standing pigeon. So we'll move into sun salutations, and in our sun salutations, we will do a low crescent lunge so that we can open up the front hip flexors, okay? All right, so we've done a lot of work on the hips, but we're going to make sure that every part of the hip is ready to move with us when we do our standing pigeon balance. So let's come to the top of the mat. Feel that energy moving through you. How are things going? Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take your half lift. Fingertips down. Here's a beautiful lunge back stretch. Okay, so the left knee is over the left ankle. We can really feel those hips here releasing. Taking this to low crescent lunge. The right knee comes down, arms come up. Inhale. Now press your hips forward so you really feel that. All right, let's go ahead and bring the hands down. And now we're just going to lean back on the left. Get a little hamstring stretch here. Raise your left toes. Come forward, low crescent lunge. And hands down, hamstring stretch, left toes lift. All right, come back, left knee over right ankle, left knee, that would be cute. Left knee over left ankle and find your plank. Knees up or down. Nice strong chaturanga. Lower slowly, slowly, slowly. Use those arms. All right, we're going to do cobra on ridge tops. So take your hands 6 inches out from your shoulders. Fingertips are pressing into the earth. Shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Use your fingertips to help you lift your heart. The gaze is forward. It's not looking up. We're not doing that to the neck. And we release. And one more time, cobra on ridge tops here. And release. Find down dog. Take a few breaths. Take your right leg up. We'll step forward with the right foot and find low crescent lunge with the left knee down. All right, bring your hands down, lean back, hamstring stretch, right toes up. Come forward again, low crescent lunge. Hamstring. One more time, low. Hamstring. Okay, now come forward, tuck your back toes, lift that knee, take one big step forward, half lift, forward fold, float the arms out and up, palms touch. Remember to lengthen the spine as we bring the hands heart center. And release, shake it out. All right, everybody good to go on the other side? Was there any problem with the knees when we were doing that crescent lunge to hamstring? Okay. All right, here we go. Back to mountain pose. Feel your energy. Basically, same thing we just did, starting on the left this time. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Keep it long. Take a half lift. Fingertips down. We lunge back left. Just notice how nice of a stretch this is. Move around in it a little bit. And we'll take the left knee down, come to low crescent lunge. Hands down, hips back, hamstring stretch on the right. Low crescent lunge. Hamstring right. Right toes are lifted. Low crescent. And one more hamstring. And then come back. And we're going to take this to a plank. So knees up or knees down plank. Chaturanga. All right, coming to that cobra on ridge tops, we're going to add a little twist to it. So hands are out by your side, fingertips pressed down. Now lift, shine your heart forward and start to take your right shoulder toward the left. Just feel a nice little work in the right shoulder, no strain, just a little work. Come center and down. Cobra on ridge tops, left shoulder moves a little to the right. Center and down. And one last cobra on ridge tops, lift and release. Let's release the spine. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead, bend the knees, and let those legs move side to side. All right, find your way to down dog. Lengthen, stretch. Left leg up. Step forward. Low crescent lunge. You're bringing your right knee down. Hands down, hamstring stretch. Back to low crescent. Hamstring stretch. And last time. Crescent. Hamstring. Come forward, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step forward, half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. Lengthen as you bring your hands to your heart. And just breathe. And shake things out. All right, so standing pigeon is challenging. Feel free to be near a chair or a wall, okay? So we know pigeon is bringing the ankle across the thigh, right? We'll be doing it standing on one leg, okay? All righty, so let's set it up. Everybody familiar with this? Pretty much, right? Okay, so the feet are hip width distance apart. Ground. So remember, the more padding you have, the more your balance will be challenged with this. And like I said, you can be near a wall to steady yourself or a chair, just in case. You may or may not use it, but you might decide that you want to be near one. Okay, so we've got the feet grounded. We've got the drishti, right? A spot that isn't moving that we're looking at. We're going to go with a nice calm mind. So nice deep inhale and exhale. Calm mind. Hands come to the hips. We're going to slightly bend the knees, take the right heel up and start to bring that right ankle across the left thigh. Now, if that's too high, not feeling right, just cross your leg at the calf there. Cross your legs at the calves. Now, if you feel comfortable, bring your hands to your heart center. Remember, you're keeping your gaze on your drishti and start to lower those hips a bit. And come up and release. It's more fun when you have the jump board in front of you, isn't it? Yeah. So, like I said, don't be shy about, quite often in balance, like I'll find if I start with the steadying here and I move in, I'm fine. But if I start without the steadying, it makes it very challenging. Okay, so just don't be shy about starting with a little assistance. Okay, now we're going to take it to the other side. Okay, drishti, calm mind, good foundation through the feet, slight bend to the knees and hips, very, very slight. Left heel up, left ankle across the right thigh, hands to hips, hips start to lower. And bring it up and release. All right, if you are having so much fun in your pigeon that you want to take it deeper, I'll show you a deeper version. Otherwise, just stay with what we just did. We're going back to the right, drishti, slight bend, calm breath, right ankle over left, hands to the heart. See what I mean? Bend those knees. Now, if you like, just stay right here. And if you like, deepen and maybe start to bring your elbows toward your shin. Come up and release. Yes, yes. Shake it out. All right. We're going to my more cooperative side, so hopefully I'll be able to do it a little more smoothly on this side. All right, here we go. Hands to hips. Remember, you can just stay like this the whole time too, right? What are we aiming for in pigeon? We're opening the hips. We're finding balance, right? So you don't have to do it a specific, you do it the best way for you. Okay, slight bend, left ankle, hands to heart, descend. Stay here, or if it works for you, with a long spine, bring your elbows toward your shin. Come on up and release. Shake it out. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to leave it there because we have lots else to do. We're going to move into a warrior two sequence. So step wide, right toes forward, left toes in at an angle, pelvis is level, feet are grounded, right knee over right ankle, left leg is strong, left foot is grounded. We'll start with warrior two, arms out from the shoulders. Okay. We'll do this once together and then you'll be on your own because you all know this sequence. Take your right, this is your left hand, down, right palm up. Without moving your lower body, reverse your warrior. Yes, then we come back to warrior two. We bend the right elbow and come into a side angle. Yes, arm, make sure you're not pressing into your thigh with your right arm. Come back to warrior two. And that's the whole sequence. Warrior two. Here we go. Reverse. Warrior two. Side angle and just keep going. That's the whole thing. The next time you find yourself in warrior two, let's take one more variation. Then find yourself in warrior two and we'll all meet back there. Turn your toes forward, bring your hands to your heart, folding from the hip creases with long legs, hips over ankles, fold. Remember, you could stay up high. If you're going lower, crown of the head is facing the earth. Bring your hands to your hips, come halfway up. Press through the feet, come the rest of the way up. Whew. And slowly give your legs a break, shake them out. All right, stepping wide again, moving to the left this time. Left toes to the left, right toes in at an angle. Everything is grounded. The feet are grounded. When you bend your left knee, it is directly over your left ankle and it's tracking right through the center of your left foot. Your pelvis is level, hips over shoulders. Warrior two, gaze left. Right palm down, left palm up, reverse. Warrior two, side angle. Warrior two. And keep going, so it's just reverse, warrior two, side angle, warrior two. And the next time you find yourself in warrior two, if you were just headed somewhere, go there first. And we'll all meet back in warrior two. We can patiently wait. Hands to heart, toes forward. Now let's let those knees and hips bend and just melt into a forward fold where we can release everything. Just move around. Wiggle around. Start to find your way back up slowly. Heel toe your feet back closer together. Shake things out. And scan your body from head to toe. See if it's asking for anything. Oof. Now look around your space. See if there's anything that you want to bring with you for when we head down to the earth. We did a lot of hamstring, so let's go ahead and grab a strap. I know you all have a strap. We'll just play with the strap a little bit. And when you're ready, find mountain pose. Feel the energy moving through you. Feel your breath. Feel your alignment, right? Are your hips over your ankles? Are your feet square? Shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, heart open. Okay, let's inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift, fingertips down, vinyasa or down dog. And if you're in down dog, bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees to one side, hips to the other. Come back to center and find seated mountain pose. Keep working your vinyasa. Don't feel like you have to rush. We'll find seated mountain pose with the spine nice and long. And just breathe. And when you're ready, bring your hands to your heart. Gently turn your gaze towards your heart. And call back to mind your intention. See it there. exhale. Now, as you inhale, draw your fingertips up toward the sky. Turn your palms out, and as you exhale, lengthen the spine. Draw your fingertips down. Gently touch the mat. Turn your palms up. Inhale, energy up from the earth. Palms touch. Lengthen as you bring that energy to your heart. And now soften things up and just melt forward. Roll up and another gentle forward melt. And roll up. All right, let's bend those knees. Have the strap in one hand and come to reclining on the mat. Spine is on the mat. Left foot on the mat with the left knee bent. Right knee comes in. We take that right leg up. Flex the foot. Okay, we're holding on to the strap. One end of the strap in each hand, and we gently guide those toes back and release. Back and release. Back and release. Now guide those toes back. Stay here or start to walk your hands up the strap. Take your shoulders and head up. Maybe you reach your toe, maybe not. Maybe you're still here. Either way is fine. You're getting lovely stretch. And switch legs. Left foot is flexed. Right foot is on the mat. One end of the strap in each hand. We guide the left leg back and release. Guide back and release. Take it back and release and back and hold. Now you can stay right here or start to walk your hands up the strap, taking the shoulders and head up. And slide the hands down, release. Now don't get rid of that strap, just keep it right here. Bend your knees and butterfly them. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to keep the knees bent now. Take the strap, shoulder width distance apart, hold on to it with the hands. Okay, so this is going to keep our hands shoulder width distance apart. A little tension on that strap. And we take the arms back and up. So we're pointing straight up to the sky. Then we take the arms back and up. Really good for those shoulders. And back. And up. Now we're going to take the strap to the waist, down and up to vertical. Let's straighten the legs so we can take the arms down a little longer. Down to the waist and vertical to the waist and vertical. Now we're going to make one smooth movement, arms back and to the waist. Two more times, arms back and to the waist, arms back and down. All right, put that strap off to the side, bend your knees, hands down by your side. Let your knees butterfly for a moment here. Now draw your right leg in, hold on to your right thigh, okay, and just feel a nice release in the spine, and let that right leg move up and down. Hold the right leg up, press the hands into the leg into the hands, clearing the spine, and then soften. Okay, release but don't let go. And press again, resist. and release. Now just hold that thigh how you have it with your right knee bent and point and flex your right foot. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. All right, release the right leg, draw the left knee in, hold on to that left hamstring. Draw the left leg in toward you. Now let the left lower leg move up and down. A whole lot of spinal release here. Take that left leg straight and resist with your hands as you press your leg into your hands into your leg, and soften. Resist and soften. All right, now continuing to hold on, just let your left leg soften and point and flex the foot. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. Release 2 feet to the mat. Gently butterfly those knees and come back to center. Okay, we're just going to bend at the elbows and wiggle the fingers, open and close them. Make gentle fists and spread them open. Move those fingers. Rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Bring your hands down and just let your head gently move side to side. Now come back to center. Scan your body from head to toe. Take any final movements that your body is asking for. Start to come into your final relaxation position for today. Any kind of realignment. Play with knees bent, legs straight. What feels best to you? Come into your final relaxation position. Inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale, release your body onto the support of the earth. Coming into final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And on your inhale, stretch long. Exhale, draw in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. Back up to a nice, easy seat as you're ready. You turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit. Thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.